Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're going to be tackling a pretty big topic, AI, ethics, and governance. And this is particularly relevant to you because you're an Australian business listener who wants to use AI responsibly.
Yeah, that's right. You're excited about AI's potential, but you want to make sure you're using it ethically, and that's what we're going to help you with today.
Okay, awesome. So to help us navigate all this, we'll be diving into government principles and industry insights, even some real-world examples. So let's jump right in.
Sounds good.
First up, we've got the Australian Government AI Ethics Principles. These are from the Department of Industry, Science and Resources. And they were updated pretty recently in October 2024. Now, are these like legally binding rules or?
They're voluntary at the moment, but
Mhm.
they do signal what the government expects of businesses using AI.
Ah,
So they're definitely something to take seriously. It's like they're setting the ethical tone, for Australia's AI landscape.
right. So it's kind of like the government saying, hey, this is how we think AI should be used.
Yeah, exactly. And it's all about building trust with your customers, your employees, and the wider public,
Okay, so play nice with AI, basically.
pretty much.
There are 8 principles, though. That seems like a lot to keep track of. What's the gist?
Well, it boils down to making sure AI is used for good.
Oh,
For example, there's this principle called beneficence. Basically, it means AI should benefit people and society.
got it.
And then you've got principles focused on human rights, fairness, privacy, safety, all the important stuff.
Right, so no building Skynet.
Okay.
But how does all this actually translate to, like, real-world business decisions?
Okay, let's say you're using AI for recruitment.
Mm-hmm.
The fairness principle means your AI system shouldn't discriminate based on things like gender, race, or other characteristics.
Right.
So that means making sure the data you use to train your AI is diverse and the algorithms are checked for bias.
Makes sense.
Hmm.
It's about avoiding those AI slip-ups that could lead to bad press or even legal trouble.
Yeah, exactly. And remember, a diverse team working on your AI projects can really help catch those blind spots. Different perspectives lead to fairer, more ethical AI.
That's a good point. Okay, so we've talked about the AI ethics principles,
Right.
but there's also this voluntary AI safety standard that came
Mhm.
out in September 2024. It has 10 guardrails. What are those all about?
Yeah, so this standard, it's a fantastic tool for businesses because it builds on those 8 principles and gives you really concrete steps to put them into action.
Ah, okay, so it's more practical.
Yeah, exactly. Think of it as a bridge between those high-level ideals and what you actually do day to day in your business.
So less should and more how to.
Exactly.
Hmm.
And it's worth noting that the government is already looking at potentially making some of these guardrails mandatory.
Oh, wow.
They even released a paper on it. So getting ahead of the curve now just makes good business sense.
Okay, so give me a sneak peek. What kind of guardrails are we talking about?
Well, accountability is a big one. It means clearly defining who's responsible for AI in your organization. So you need someone to champion ethical AI and make sure everyone's on the same page.
Got it. So no rogue AI running wild.
Yeah.
What else?
Then there's risk management. Before you launch any AI system, you need to thoroughly assess the potential harms. What could go wrong? How can you mitigate those risks?
So it's like an AI ethics checklist before you hit go.
Precisely. And one guardrail that's particularly relevant for businesses like yours is informing end users. You need to be transparent about when AI is being used, especially for things like making decisions or generating content.
Right, so no AI hiding in the shadows.
Exactly. Customers, employees, anyone interacting with your AI, they have a right to know. It builds trust and makes sure everyone's comfortable. It's all about transparency, especially in today's world, trust is so important.
Yeah, totally.
And speaking of real-world insights, we came across this white paper from the Governance Institute of Australia. It's called Governance AI Whitepaper.pdf, and it really dives into the challenges and opportunities for Australian businesses using AI.
Right. And one thing that jumped out at me when I was reading that was how Australia is lagging behind other countries when it comes to adopting AI.
Yeah.
Why is that such a big deal? Is it just about, keeping up with the Joneses?
It's actually a lot bigger than that. AI has the potential to really boost the Australian economy, improve services, create a whole bunch of new opportunities.
Yeah.
If we fall behind, we risk missing out on all those benefits.
Right. So it's not just about having the latest shiny tech toy. It's about staying competitive on a global scale.
Exactly. And the white paper goes beyond just the why of AI adoption. It also explores the how through these roundtable discussions they had with Australian business leaders. Some key themes that came up were aligning AI with your organizational purpose, navigating the risks and opportunities, and of course the need for responsible AI.
I like that they tie responsible AI back to business purpose. It's not just some side project. It's really woven into how you operate.
Yeah, it has to be. Otherwise, it's just window dressing.
Hmm.
This white paper, it's a great resource for your listeners because it really brings home the Australian context.
Okay, let's get specific. What are some of the actual risks that Australian businesses need to be aware of when it comes to using AI?
Well, bias is a big one. If the data you use to train your AI is biased, the AI itself is going to be biased too. And that can lead to all sorts of problems, unfair hiring decisions, discriminatory loan approvals, you name it.
Right, that makes sense. And I imagine privacy breaches are a big concern too, especially after that whole Clearview AI case here in Australia.
Oh, absolutely. The Office of the Australian Information Commissioner found that Clearview AI had broken Australian privacy law by scraping images from the internet without people's consent.
Mm.
So yeah, you can't just assume AI is a free-for-all when it comes to data.
It's about respecting people's privacy, even in the age of AI. What about those deep fakes we keep hearing about? Are those a real risk for businesses?
Yeah, definitely.
Hmm.
Especially as the technology gets more and more sophisticated. Imagine a deepfake video of your CEO making false statements, or a fake audio recording of your customer service reps being rude. The damage to your reputation could be enormous.
Wow. It's like a whole new world of potential PR nightmares. Okay, so
Wow.
there's a lot to be cautious about. What can businesses actually do to mitigate these risks?
Well, it all starts with solid data governance. Where is your data coming from? Is it accurate? Is it representative? You know what they say, garbage in, garbage out.
Right. You can't build ethical AI on a foundation of bad data.
Exactly.
Hmm.
And then there's transparency and contestability. Can people challenge AI decisions that affect them? Do they even know that AI is involved in the first
So it's
place?
about giving people a voice,
Hmm.
not treating AI like some kind of unquestionable oracle.
Right. And don't forget about human oversight. AI is a tool, not a replacement for human judgment. You need people in the loop to make sure things are running ethically and to step in when things go wrong.
Finding that balance between human intelligence and artificial intelligence.
Exactly. And of course, strong security measures are essential. You need to protect your AI systems and data from cyber attacks and unauthorized access.
Okay, that makes sense. So we've talked about the ethical guidelines, the potential risks, and some strategies for mitigating those risks. But I think a lot of business owners are still wondering, how can AI actually help my business?
It's a great question. And the answer is AI isn't just some theoretical concept. It can make a real difference across a huge range of industries. Take healthcare, for example. AI can analyze medical images, predict patient outcomes, even personalize treatment plans. That
Wow.
means faster diagnoses, better care, and potentially even saving lives.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
And I bet AI can also be a game changer for security.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Think about AI-powered security systems that can spot anomalies in real time and prevent breaches. It's like having a super vigilant security guard who never sleeps.
Okay, so healthcare and security.
Yeah.
What other industries are seeing benefits from AI?
Manufacturing is another big one. AI can optimize production processes, cut down on waste, even predict equipment failures before they happen.
So it's not just about efficiency. It's also about doing business in a way that's good for the planet.
Right. It's about finding those win-win solutions. And then you have the whole world of generative AI, which is already making waves. Things like ChatGPT can write all kinds of creative content, poems, code scripts, you name it. It can even answer your questions in an informative way.
So are you saying I can just fire my marketing team and let ChatGPT write all my ads?
Hold on, not so fast. Generative AI is a powerful tool, but it's not a magic bullet. It still needs human guidance and oversight. Think of it as augmenting your existing team, not replacing them entirely.
Okay, so more like a creative collaborator than a job-stealing robot.
Exactly. Imagine using generative AI to create first drafts or brainstorm ideas. Then your team can focus on the strategy and refinement. That's where the real magic happens.
So AI can help businesses be more efficient, secure, sustainable, and even more creative. But all this talk about ethics and governance can be a bit daunting, especially for smaller businesses that might not have a dedicated AI expert on staff.
Yeah, I can see how it would be a lot to take in, but the good news is you don't have to navigate this alone.
Oh, this is where our friends at Real Minds AI come in, right?
Yeah. Exactly. They can be your trusted guide in the AI world. They can help you understand the latest developments in AI policy and regulation, guide you through those tricky ethical and governance issues, and even connect you with AI experts who can help you develop and implement solutions responsibly.
So they're like an AI Sherpa, helping you navigate those treacherous but exciting mountain paths of AI.
I love that analogy, and the best part is they're really passionate about helping Australian businesses use AI for good.
Okay, so I'm sold on the why of AI, but what about the how? Where does a business even begin?
Well, you got to be strategic about it.
Hmm.
Don't just jump on the AI bandwagon because it's the trendy thing to do. Start by thinking about what are your biggest business challenges? Is it streamlining operations, improving customer service, maybe finding new growth opportunities?
So identify those pain points where AI could actually make a difference.
Exactly. And you don't need to go and build some complex AI system from scratch.
Okay.
There are tons of off-the-shelf AI tools and services out there that you can just plug into your existing workflows.
That's a relief. So I don't need to hire a whole team of data scientists just to, dip my toes in the AI pool.
Not at all. There are AI solutions for businesses of all sizes and with all levels of technical expertise. And remember our friends at Real Minds AI. They can be a huge help here. They can assess your needs, recommend the right AI tools, and even help you implement them responsibly.
So they're like AI matchmakers finding the perfect AI solution for your business.
That's a great way to put it. And they can also help you create a roadmap for responsible AI. Making sure you're incorporating those ethical principles and governance frameworks we talked about.
So it's like having a trusted advisor by your side, helping you navigate this exciting but kind of overwhelming world of AI.
Exactly. And as you start to feel more comfortable with AI, you can explore more advanced applications down the line, maybe even develop your own custom AI solutions.
Wow, the possibilities really are endless. So to recap, we've got to identify those business challenges, find the right AI solutions, and then make sure we're using them ethically and responsibly.
You got it. And remember, this is an ongoing journey. The AI landscape is constantly evolving, so you got to stay informed and be adaptable.
Well, you've given our listeners a lot to think about today. Any final words of wisdom before we wrap up our deep dive into AI ethics and governance?
Just remember that AI is a really powerful tool. It has the potential to transform businesses and our whole society. But it's crucial to approach it with both enthusiasm and a strong sense of responsibility.
It's about using this incredible technology to create a better future for everyone. Not just for profit, but for progress.
Couldn't have said it better myself. It's an exciting time to be involved with AI, and I'm confident that Australian businesses can be leaders in responsible AI innovation.
That's a great note to end on. A huge thank you to our expert for sharing your insights with us today. And for our listeners out there, if you want to learn more about how Real Minds AI can help you with your responsible AI journey, be sure to check out their website. They're an amazing resource for Aussie businesses wanting to use AI for good.
It was my pleasure.
Until next time,
Yeah.
keep diving deep.